FPL camper on the road, chasing points where dreams are sold.
Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the team selection video for game week 36. First of all, apologies for missing out on the game week 35. I was sick and there was a lot was going on, but we're here, we're back with another red arrow. It's so funny, the week that I got a green arrow, a pretty decent green arrow, last game week, I couldn't make a video. So, you know, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. The FPL gods are against me this season, and I've chosen to embrace it, and we move. We have 3 game weeks to go. Soon done. Yeah, we have a live audience today. Say hello. Hello. You probably can't hear it on the microphone. My wife is looking at me, which is a bit awkward. But here we are. We're going to look at the team. We're going to look at how we did in game week 35, which was not a great game week for me. Another red arrow. The Holland captaincy killed me at the end. It wasn't going that bad initially, and then first of all, I know what happened with Morgan Gibbs White. Why was he on the bench and then he comes on and then he has a horrible facial injury? Now he's not red flagged, yellow flagged. And yeah, it was just average. So a red arrow. Again, Holland, as I said, if he hadn't scored that goal last night, would have probably, I don't know, he would have stayed in the green arrow, but been not as bad. But yeah, we're almost there. 3 more game weeks to go, starting with game week 36. I'm playing my bench boost next game week because I look at the fixtures. There's double game week this week, so my focus is going to be mainly there. And then next game week, we'll activate the bench boost because I feel like the team that I have, the best players are matching, or the bench players have the easiest fixtures on game week 37. So next week, or next game week, is going to be bench boost. And this game week is just focus on the double game week. I have no wild card. I have no free hit left, no wild card, and I played my wild card way too early, game week 21, so I don't have the City assets, 0 Crystal Palace assets, and I think it's going to remain like that because it's just Crystal Palace, their head is somewhere else, Conference League. So yeah, let's just go to the fantasy app over here. Go to the fantasy, and as you can see, 46 points this game week. The average was 50. That's probably because everyone captained Holland. I don't know how many points Holland got at the end, but he did score a goal and played 90 minutes. So I am currently on 864,000. I was 700k last game week from 1.0 something million. So I had a huge green arrow on the game week, on the previous game week. Let's just look at quick how the team did. So if I go game week 34, sorry. So this was the team, 74 points. Gibbs White, 13 points, just smashed it. Bruno, 10 points, captain. Okay, but man. Bowen came up with 10 points. Anderson, 11. Gabriel with 8. And Raya with 10. That was a surprise, you know, because he's 6-point Raya. So, yeah, that was it. And this game week, just back to red arrows. And look at it, it's just a shambles. Arsenal with a standard defense, 6-point Raya again, 6-point Gabriel. Tia with 2 points. Who did they play again? West Ham at home. No, Brighton at home. They won the game, conceded a late goal. Now I remember. I was hoping for a clean sheet by Tia, but every time I play him, never gets a clean sheet. And then we've got Virgil van Dijk with a sensational loss, Liverpool away at United. And I say that because it looked like in the second half Liverpool was back in the game. You know, from a 2-0 losing position to 2-2. Oh, I was like, wow, this could be spicy. But then they lost the game. 3-2 Man United score. Man United now have qualified for the Champions League. That Champions League money is going to come in handy for the next season. So, good. Congratulations to Man United. Liverpool, however, I don't know. They're going to qualify for the Champions League, but that's it. I mean, there are no competition now. If they just win most of the remaining matches, who are they playing? Chelsea home, Villa away. But Villa could be, you know, with one eye on the Europa League final. Let's see how that turns out on Thursday. And then Brentford at home. I think they're, They're going to secure Champions League. I've got Mateus Nunes, who's not my preferred City defender, but I've had him since wildcard 21. If you remember, O'Reilly got he started getting benched and got injured for a few weeks, so I was like, I don't want a headache. I brought in Mateus Nunes, you know, standard. He's there all the time, but O'Reilly after that started smashing it and became a goal scorer, turned into a prime Messi because I sold him. So yeah, Mateus Nunes, I'm gonna have to keep him. As I said, I don't have a wild card. I would have loved to have O'Reilly, but I don't have him. So we move on with him. And then I have no other City players, so that's what we're gonna discuss later. Gibbs White, 4 points. He came in the second half. I don't know why he was benched to begin with. Got an assist and then got a facial injury. So he's yellow flagged. It says facial injury. We'll have to see if he's fit to start. If not, it might be him who makes way. I don't know. I would rather sell Mbeumo, who's been blanking now. This was his... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th blank in the row. And he's been starting for 8 consecutive time in my team. So it's not been good, Mbeumo. You know I'm a big Mbeumo fan, but FPL-wise, he's been super poor the last 8 game weeks. Bruno Fernandes, he's been consistent. Got an assist again, an FPL assist, not a real assist. I know he's trying to break that assist record so desperately. 10 points, got a yellow card as well, so turned out to 10 points, no bonus points. Or did he get a bonus point? Yeah, he did get a bonus point. So 10 points, which wasn't enough at the end because Haaland outscored him and put me in the red arrow last night. And then on attack, I've got Thiago with 6 points and Bowen with 2 points. Bowen a disappointment. Thiago and Dango Tara, by the way, I've had him for a long time. And look at all these blanks. So he returned after 1, 2, 3, 4 blanks. So I was happy with that. And Thiago. So yeah, it wasn't a horrible game week, but considering I didn't have Haaland captain. And who else? I don't know who else scored big, but yeah, it is how it is. So if we go to pick team right now, this is how my team is looking. For double game week 36, I have only one player doubling, and that is Mateus Nunes, which, as I said earlier, is not my favorite option on defense. But we move. Are you sleeping? Do you hear the background noise? Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my gear, but yeah, Mateus Nunes. So I obviously need to get Haaland because I'm going to captain him. I can't make that risk and not go for Haaland captain. And I don't have O'Reilly. I know some people on Twitter, I was checking, this whole week I've seen some people that are, and I say people all the time, I should say managers, it sounds way more fancy, are going with O'Reilly captain as a differential. But as I said, I don't have O'Reilly, so my option is Mateus Nunes, or if I bring in Cherki or Semenyo, which, by the way, let me know who would you bring. I'm leaning a bit more into Cherki. His form lately has been slightly better than Semenyo, but it's 50-50, and slightly cheaper Cherki as well. Would allow me to... So if I go to transfers right now, let's just not waste any time. So I've got Mateus Nunes. So he's there. Now the problem is, do I sell Thiago or do I sell Bowen? Because the whole entire week I was like, obviously it's going to be Thiago. He's playing City away. But I'm like, you know, Bowen is playing Arsenal at home. Is that much better? It arguably worse for me. Thiago on penalties. Dango Tara is, you know, he's good at getting penalties. And City away, still more, it's a more open match than playing Arsenal at home. Arsenal, who now, by the way, after last night's result, seems like, I mean, this is they're gonna go all guns blazing against West Ham. They win that game, they win the title, in my opinion. No bias, no Arsenal bias over here. They win West Ham. This is gonna be do or die, and they are gonna beat West Ham, I hope. But yeah, and City nervous. They dropped points last night. Oof, nobody expected that. And now they're playing Brentford, who are going for that Champions League spot, because I know right now it's in a Europa League spot, the number 6. But if Villa beats, or if Villa wins the Europa League, which could happen. Let's see. First, they have to go through Nottingham Forest in the semi-final. But if they go to the final and they win the final, that 6th spot could become a Champions League spot somehow. I just read the rules. I don't know why it works like that, but yeah, some point system. So that would mean whoever finishes in 6th, which at the moment is Bournemouth, but Brentford is not far back. They get a Champions League place. So Brentford is going to be really motivated, and so are Bournemouth, who are playing both against City next. So yeah, I thought maybe I'll keep Thiago, and I've got Thiago for Crystal Palace at home, whose head is in Conference League, as I said already. On the game week 37. If I keep Bowen, Newcastle away, that's not great. And then Leeds at home is good, but by that time West Ham might have been relegated, so who cares? And it would leave me slightly more money to go for this. So if I sell Bowen now and bring in Holland, now I have 1.1. So I'm selling Buemo for Cherky. I played with these moves earlier, so I get Cherky. So for this week, I would have this. This is with, I have 2 free transfers, so with 0 cost. Now, if I sell Mane, who's now dropped to 4.2, wow, he lost me so much money. If I sell him for the inform guy, Krupi Jr., that leaves me with 2.4. And then I could sell Gibbs White for certain Bukayo Saka. Now, I would make these moves already, but it leaves me with 0.2, so that's not a lot of money to maneuver. But, hear me out. Next week, I'll have Bukayo Saka Burnley at home. I'll have Dangotara Crystal Palace at home. I'll have Cherky Crystal Palace. No, what? Dangotara Palace at home. Yeah, Cherky's got Bournemouth away, but it's City, you know. I've got Haaland, Bournemouth away. I've got Thiago's Palace at home. I've got Krupi Jr. with City at home. I've got Bruno Fernandes with Forest at home. Wilson with Wolves away. Anderson with Wolves away. Mateus Nunes, Bournemouth away. So these are the only game, but it's fine. They're playing each other because it's going to be an open match. There are going to be goals there. Mateus Nunes maybe not ideal for that week, but who cares? I've got, I've got Van Dijk with Villa away. That's not good. I could sell him. I've got Tia with West Ham at home and Burnley at home for Gabriel and Raya. And Dubravka's got Arsenal away. That's horrible, but you know, it's bench boost. If you get some save points, it's fine. If you concede 6 goals, it's not going to be good, but you know, the more save points, maybe you can. I don't care about Dubravka, but I feel like it's a good time to play the bench boost, and I really want to bring Saka for these last 2 games because I feel like it's going to be goal fest, especially against Bournemouth. Burnley, certainly. Burnley at home. I mean, if City drop by some miracle, drop points against either Brentford, Crystal Palace, or Bournemouth, Arsenal plays on Monday against Burnley. So they could wrap up the title at home against Burnley that night. I mean, that would be a dream come true. Been waiting for this for 22 years. But for this week, these are the moves. I mean, I'm planning to go Haaland and Cherky. Now, Crystal Palace, also a double, but one of those games is against City away, and the other one is Everton at home. None of them are easy games, so if you want to bring a Crystal Palace defender, it doesn't feel lucrative. Their attackers, first, they're being rotated a lot, and secondly, they haven't been firing like the like of Ismail Assad. Mateta is competing with Jürgen Strand Larsen. You don't know which one is he going to rest. And it all depends if they make it to the Europa League. So it remains to be seen. But as I said, 2 free transfers, and this is what I want to do. Bring in Cherky, bring in Haaland, Captain Haaland. That would leave me enough money to go Gibbs White, Saka, and Mane to Krupi Jr. and play the bench boost the week after. But this is it. That's all I have. For now, we can go check FPL Camper League. Still 40 people. We've got Josen Robinson still on the first place, leading the race by about 20 points, a bit less. Rinar Shoshi, number 2, following. He had a good game week this game week, so he's come closer to Joseph. And it's Matilda, who's climbed to number 3 with 64 points. Wow, that's nice. We've got Lukas Knijat, I hope I'm saying this correctly, on number 4. Alex Millar on number 5. And my friend Oscar is dropped to 7, from first place to 7 in a couple of games, just because he forgot to play the free hit. Oh my god. On that big double. He overslept. So yeah, it looks like Joseph Robinson still leading the race. He's in the first place and likely to win his favorite football team's kit. And yeah, is there anything else? Nothing. I mean, straightforward. Double game week. The only thing, as I said earlier, that I don't know yet is, should I go for Cherky or Semenyo? Let me know in the comments if you have any preference and why. For me, it feels like a 50-50 choice. Whoever outscores the other is going to be based on luck. Cherky has been pretty well until this last game week. But even this game against Everton, City in the first half looked... I was like, they're going to smash Everton. They were pressing high. They suffocated. They had like at some point 97% 97% of the ball. But Everton came back in the second half. At one point it was 3-1, so you should say, I mean, lucky for City to get a draw at the end, because that's, especially the City second goal, it was just, Everton fell asleep. I think they were so euphoric that they were leading 3-1 up. I mean, immediately from the goal kick, it was just from the goal kick, a pass back to Kovacic, and boom, through the entire defense, straight to Holland, and it was immediately 3-2. That got a bit nervy, and eventually 3-3. But you know, as an Arsenal fan, I'll take a draw. I wasn't even dreaming about a draw, and we got a draw against Everton. And yet, City has to go to Bournemouth and have Brentford at home and Crystal Palace. But I feel like Crystal Palace is just, it's a standard win. Brentford is going to be a tougher game, in my opinion. But yeah, that's where we are. My aim at this point is just to finish on 500k. A bit more respectable than 700 or 800k. This season has been a shitter for me, one of the worst since I started playing, and it's gonna finish like that because it's impossible at this point to have a respectable rank. But you know, we move. Next season comes and maybe the FPL gods are gonna be on my side. You know, last season I finished 4k. I didn't do anything wrong this season, I feel like, on my moves. It's just a lot of unluck. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. One more time, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and please like and subscribe. And I wish you good luck in the Green Arrow on game week, double game week 36, and I'll see you on the next one. We're almost there. Bye. Subscribe. Come on. Just do it. I'm waiting. Just do it.